But I think that when it comes to friends, like within the sport, I think for me, I never had a hard time at all with being friends with people in my discipline and separating the competitive side and friendship side. You?
Skating next is Tomoki Hiwatashi.
You can absolutely have friends in your discipline. I watched the women yesterday, large chunks of it with Polina and Ashley Kane. And I competed novice with Ashley Kane. I think that was our first season together competitively, and obviously Polina. I think it also depends on how much crossover you have. So there are people that, like really high level, that I still don't even know nearly as well as others, because we just never had any of the same events, or if I had an off year, they had a good year, or just through different Olympic cycles, they were on, I was off, or I was on, they were off, and I just didn't have a lot of crossover with them, because if you don't have any senior Bs or any Grand Prix together, and one of you, or 4 Mondays, we're also, but then there's some people you have every single event with, and it's so easy to become friends.
Watching this program literally yesterday, I just wish, after seeing it at Champs Camp, and it's something that I still think that he could have leaned into a little bit more, was letting that abandonment go a little bit. And I think that his body movements do project it for the most part when he's moving, but it's like the belief within the form, like the expression. I don't feel like there's much facial engagement within his performance, and for the skill set that Tomoki does have and people that he wants to be competing with, I really do believe that if you want to be in that group, if you want to be with those top tier of skaters, I think that you need to bring everything to the table and not leave anything there. And I think that that's something that he can really ante up on is the facial expression and that full commitment to performance, because some of the things he does is so dynamic. If you had a skating podcast, what would you name it? Oh my gosh. That's such a great question. I wouldn't want it to be too cliche. It's a great question. You know what? Now that you've asked it, I actually can't think of anything. So I think it's definitely my cue not to start one right now. But if you have any ideas, please send them my way. Maybe I'll get inspired.
Yeah, we're interested in throw some our way. Let's hear it.
That's it.
This step he does is it's almost dynamic enough that if his facial expression isn't there, it can still work, but he will sandwich it with a lot. Again, skating into triple S, triple toe, and triple axel, I understand these are big jumps, and you need the points from those jumps, but sometimes, especially in men's, the nonchalant skating comes off as lazy or not caring instead of trying to be very.
2 minutes, 50 seconds.
I think sometimes they're just trying to be calm, or they don't even know what they're giving off because they're going into the jump. But a lot of times it looks sloppy, messy, and you don't care, and you're not trying, and to really, especially Tomoki in his jumps will just drop